Hi, I hope you're all doing well, and that you at least got outside a little bit today. It's a beautiful day, even though it's windy. The sun's shining, and go out and play. Do something fun. I'm going to continue to read to you guys. So we left off with on Joel's point of view, and we were talking about how they were at Brendan's house because Brendan, remember, has the video of the one-man band, and to prove that Chase is actually innocent. So that's kind of where we left off. He cares so much about you as he cares about everybody else except for himself. Zero. Face it. He blew you off. My sister stands up. Let's go, Joel. We've already wasted enough of our lives, courtesy of Chase Ambrose. I turn to Brendan. Play the video. Chase can see it another time. We fast forward through most of it, watching the musician Brendan popping up all around the risers, playing different instruments for his one-man band. He switches into regular playback once the tuba sequence comes up. I feel my stomach muscles tense. As much as I've been bullied, I've never had the opportunity to actually watch it happen before. The impatient expression on Shasha's face is replaced by one of intense concentration. I don't get it, Kimberly puts in. All I see is Brendan. Where's everybody else? You and Joel are there, but you both are out of the frame, Brendan explains. Keep watching. We hear Aaron and Bear fling the doors open, even though they're off camera. The first thing we actually see are two jets of white foam that catch Brendan full in the face. He goes down, tuba and all. It would be funny if I didn't know what was coming next. When the streams of foam change direction to some target off screen to the right, I know I'm in one of the lines of fire. There's a lot of yelling going on, and I hear my own voice in there with Brendan, Kimberly, and the two attackers. After a few more blasts of foam, Aaron and Bear step into the frame, appearing on the left of the screen. The next part I remember all too well. Aaron and Bear are tossing instruments all over the place and trashing the band room. I try to take on Aaron, but he shoves me down into the foam. It's hard to watch, but it's not as hard as I thought it would be. This is not who I am, I tell myself. It's just something that happened to me. Somehow, seeing unfold in real time in high definition video, I'm able to expand the franchise in the band room to include every rotten, bullying thing that is ever done to me. And here I am, alive, undamaged, well, except my eye. I've been victimized, but I don't have to let that define me as a victim. I'm back. I'm back at home, and I'm back to myself. That's when Chase makes his appearance on the computer screen. He seems totally stunned by what he finds, even when Bear thrusts the fire extinguisher into his arms. I sit forward eagerly because that's my fire extinguisher, the one that's about to bash me in the eye. As soon as I watch Chase and Bear struggle over the shiny metal cylinder, I tense, knowing it's coming any second. I'm following the combats, checking for the high sign, the nod of acknowledgement that shows that they are in cahoots, and it's time to clobber the kid who got them put in community service. But it doesn't come. Chase wins the tug of war, and my face gets in the way. That's all that happens. Brendan pauses the video. See? An accident, he says triumphantly. I agree, I tell him. Wow. Chase must be really strong, is what Kimberly gets out of it. Shash's cheeks are bright red as she digests the truth. My sister judges everything and everybody so harshly that when her judgment falls on herself, it's like the end of the world. Well, he still lied, she said, tight-lipped. He's not perfect, Brendan agrees, but think of the trouble he would have been facing if he'd gotten blamed for all of that. If it was you and you saw an easy way out, wouldn't you take it? Shash is stubborn. I wouldn't be in a mess like that because I wouldn't hang around with pond scum. I look at her. We have to at least talk to him. I'm expecting more of an argument, but she nods. And I can think of plenty of things to say. One of those things should be, I'm sorry, Brendan puts in pointedly. She glares at him. Well, we'll see. But if it is, it'll be the last item on my list. Where is Chase? Kimberly asks in annoyance. Brendan, you said he was going to be here. Brendan's already on his phone talking with Mrs. Ambrose. He frowns, thanks her, and hangs up. According to his mom, he was on his way to Portland Street. She said he was in a real hurry. Did he forget to come, I ask? Brendan shakes his head. He said he'd be here. He just texted a couple of hours ago. Josh stands up. Let's go over to Portland Street. I wonder what's going to happen when they get to Portland Street, because remember they are, he's on his way there with the medal so that he can make things better with Mr. Solway, so he can give the medal back. So I wonder what's going to happen when they all show up to Portland Street. Something we'll have to see. I hope you're all doing well. Don't forget that if you need me to, message me, let me know if you have any questions. I guess that's about it. I can't think of anything else. Take care, guys.